G'day everyone, CA here for Coveo Coffee Chats Volume 6. Today I'm very happy to welcome Shireen Reed amongst us. Shireen is a Product Marketing Director at Coveo. Welcome Shireen, welcome.
Thank you. Great to be here.
You recently joined the company, I think it was December 2017, so it's been almost 4 months now. Can you tell us a little bit more about your integration process?
Sure. Actually, it was a very smooth integration process, if I do say so myself, the smoothest I've been through in my working experience. First day, I had both an HR and an IT person that was dedicated to walking me through all of the needed elements, and so that I could get access to information very quickly. I understood where I could go to get
orientation, basically.
Yeah, orientation, basically.
And then, product marketing being a pretty, complex role, how did you ramp up to the technology? What kind of means were provided to you?
Well, to further that, on the onboarding process, I actually had a beautiful dashboard that was created for me, and it had different components in it, and one of them was put together by my immediate supervisor. And so it had a lot of very specific materials, videos, training recordings that I could go to and be able to understand and ramp up fairly quickly on the different areas. And because she put it together, obviously it was very relevant to my current role. Yeah.
Now that you're settled, after 4 months, can you tell us a little bit more about the complexity of the product marketing role at Coveo?
Yeah, well, within any technology company, product marketing is fairly complex because you have to get an understanding, first of all, of what the products do, right, or the solutions, and then be able to distill that information in an easier kind of digestible format to then be able to create the materials you need for the marketplace, because you need to talk about business values and benefits and really relate it to what your target customers are looking to do on a day-to-day basis, so how it will enable them, rather than talk about features and functions and all of the beautiful technical stuff that goes on behind the scenes.
So less what's under the hood, more like what it can bring to you, so translating technical stuff into business stuff, basically.
Right.
But people usually think that product marketing roles are mostly about content writing, which doesn't seem to be the case here at Coveo. It's more like who you can deliver the message and how you're going to deliver the message. So I guess there's a collaboration within the marketing team. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Sure, absolutely. Not just the marketing team, but in the wider organization, right? So you need to collaborate within the marketing team to understand, what campaigns you're going to do in terms of what events you might want to go to, and also graphic elements. So how you're going to create a beautiful video or a message that it resonates with your audience. But you also have to collaborate very closely with the product team, with the sales organization, with the customer support area to understand what successes our customers have had too with our solutions. So that's really an important part, because that enables us to then deliver that message to future prospects.
And since Coveo always wants to be relevant, and relevance is key, right? Mm-hmm. You always got to tailor the message within, the opportunity you have with the customer. So if it's, an email, if it's in a trade show or something like that, you always tailor your message, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And actually, that's a new project that we're undertaking, is really getting a better feel for the different industries where we serve, right? So to understand more specifically what might be relevant in a technology area is a little bit different in a healthcare area, right? So being able to understand those needs and those benefits that resonate best with that audience.
Personalize the message.
Exactly.
Our technology is evolving really quickly. I'm sure it's tough to keep up with all the changes all the time. What kind of mechanism are there in place for you to keep up with the recent changes in the technology?
Well, at Coveo, we have no shortage of, of training materials and information that we can go to. So what's really, really great is that as employees, we also have access to all of the training materials that are created for our customers. And that's a big plus, as well as we have very close collaboration with the different teams, right? So I collaborate very closely with the products that I manage, with the product management team, to understand what they're doing and what's coming up next on the roadmap and what we have to look for.
And of course the sales team.
Of course the sales team.
Looking back at these 4 months, what would be the biggest, jaw-dropping thing that you've seen within your integration?
Within my integration, I think the biggest jaw-dropping or wow moment for me was understanding really how powerful that little search box is. So you think search is simple. We use it on a day-to-day basis as we're trolling the internet, but there's really a lot that goes on behind that. A lot of technology that's needed to drive the best experience, right?
Right. You work out of the Montreal office. You recently joined. Can you tell us what you particularly like about the Coveo Life?
Sure. Well, I work out of the Montreal office, but we do have offices a little bit here and there around the globe. And we do have people that also work remotely. And what's very impressive is no matter where our colleagues are, we're able to work in a very collaborative way. So, you know, through online meetings, through video conferencing, we really feel like a team, no matter what.
And they're all passionate about what they do, which makes it easier.
Absolutely.
Shireen, it was a pleasure talking to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.